everybody, Miss B here. Welcome to our first ever Be Creative series. This is the first one in a series of videos we'll be bringing to you one a week so that you can still continue to get all the fun of the art room brought right into your living room. I have somebody very special here to help me today. This is
Riley.
My daughter, for those of you who don't know. And we were thinking, okay, things are a little different. We're all at home right now. And how can we bring all the fun of the art room right to you, especially if maybe you don't have all the supplies that we have when we're at school. And so we thought we'd do a fun series on things that might be hard to do at school, but might be fun to do at home. And we're going to start this series by talking about a particular kind of art that you might not be familiar with, but that is pretty popular and gaining popularity, and is a fun way to use an unexpected material that I'm sure you have at home because everybody does. And so today what we're going to do is something called edible art. And that means working with food. And you may not think about food as being something you can use to do art, but art can be made out of just about anything. There are no rules. That's why we like it so much. So let me show you some quick examples of food art. So here you see, oh, bless you. Here you see all sorts of fun examples of art made from food, and we're going to attempt to make a face today. I'm going to use this lovely grapefruit that I picked from my front yard, and Riley is going to use an assortment of syrups that she got from our cupboard. So we've got Hershey syrup here, which is the strawberry kind. We've got some ketchup, we've got some hot sauce, we've got some Worcestershire. That's always fun to say 5 times fast. And she's going to use those. They're all kind of shades of red. She's going to use the Worcestershire as a way to darken the other colors if she needs to. And she's going to try and paint a face on paper. Now, you might not have nice art paper at home. That's okay. Any kind of paper will work. Regular printer paper from your computer or construction paper, any kind of paper you have will be just fine. If you don't want to try and do it on paper, you could take macaroni noodles and make a pasta face and glue it down on cardboard, or you can do like I'm doing and try and take a butter knife and carve something out of a piece of fruit. Obviously, your art's not going to last that long. So when you're finished, you're going to want to take a picture. And what we'll do is we'll upload it to my website, to the art gallery section under the art tab. And then you can go on there. You can see our finished works as examples for you. And you can also see what other people do throughout the week. You have all week to try to do any type of food art you would like, because art takes time. And then just feel free to send me a picture when you're done of what you created this week. And then next week, we'll have another video for you with another fun art topic that we can all share together. So I'm going to show you what I created earlier using the same materials that Riley's going to use. So I created this face using the syrup and the hot sauce. And now Riley's going to try to use those items. So she's going to pour those items onto a plate over here. And while she's doing that, I'm going to get started on my carving here. And I want you to think about what your materials are going to be. And if you need to pause the video to go grab those, feel free to do that. So I've got, like I said, this big grapefruit out of my front yard, and I'm not actually going to cut into it deep. What I'm going to try and do is just shave it to create my image. So I'm just going to kind of try and get some of the peel off where I want to put my face. And so I'm going to work on that. It smells really good in here. That nice warm citrus smell. Fresh citrus, I should say. There we go. So you can see I'm getting started on my face here. Riley's got her syrups ready to go. So I'm going to switch our view so you can see her screen while I keep carving on my face. She got a little heavy-handed with the Worcestershire, just so you know. Here we go. And here's Riley's. There we go. It's working. So you can see that fun, messy plate. It smells really interesting in here now. We've got hot sauce and ketchup and strawberry syrup. So Riley's gonna move that off to the side. And she's gonna grab her brush. And she's gonna start by dipping into a syrup. And I don't know, you're gonna start with the eyes, you're gonna start with the outline of the head. Remember what we talked about when we were doing faces in art class before? We talked about how you can start with an egg shape. Riley's doing her eyes very far apart. Are you doing an alien head?
No.
No.
Yeah.
She's gonna do, I think she might be headed for a giant happy face today, I think is what we're looking at here. Some really big cartoon eyes. And is there any wrong way to do art? Never, right? And who's the artist? You are. So you don't have to make your face look like anybody else's. You can get as creative as you want, right? When Miss B tells you something, those are suggestions. But remember, art doesn't have any actual rules. There are tools that can help you get where you want to go, but there are no rules. Now you may notice Riley is using more than one of her shades over there to try and get some detail into her picture. And that's a good idea. If you pick just one food item, you might not get as much detail as if you were to pick a couple of different colors to create your face. So today, the only criteria we have is that we use some sort of food and that we create a face of some sort. So those are the only two criteria for this project this week. Otherwise, you are the artist. You get to use all that creativity that God gave you to create a masterpiece. So let's see. Riley's doing a really good job. I'm seeing the face come together there. I'm still working on mine. I've got the nose in, and I'm working on the eye part. It's kind of almost a little bit like carving a pumpkin around the fall time. And there's some artists that are really good at that. But I have to say, I have never really played with food art all that much until now. But I have admired it, so this was a fun opportunity to give it a try. I'm gonna go ahead and show you kind of what I've got so far while Riley's finishing up her picture there. There we go. So I've got my grapefruit man. So here's my nose, here's my mouth. I'm working on an eyeball up here. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm gonna put in some eyebrows and some more details, and then we'll take pictures of our work. Riley created a pear man earlier that you'll see up on the gallery wall, and then my sample picture from earlier we'll put up on the gallery wall so you can go there and see the finished product. And then we'll be able to see your finished product as you snap a picture of it and send it to my email as an attachment, and then look for it on the gallery page. I hope you guys are happy, healthy, and blessed. And I hope that you have a fantastic week. And I look forward to seeing all of your amazing creations.